Hi everyone, hope all is well. This week I thought it would be fun to maybe deep dive into what is in my iPhone. Now I know that this video was kind of like 2012-ish, but I still wanted to do it because I always think it's fun to see what other people have on their phones, what kind of apps that they use, and then maybe it'll give you a little bit of inspiration of maybe something that you've never heard of before and that you want to try out. So without further ado, let's get started. Alrighty, so first off, I just want to introduce my phone. I have a iPhone XR in black. So you see right here. I've always had a white iPhone, and so I've just decided to do something different this time, and so I decided to get the black just because like it's not very metallic, so I felt like the colors looked a bit like it looked like a kid's toy for some reason. Not that I don't like any of the other ones, and I'm not shading anyone who has like a colored one. I just thought this is good for like every day. I'm pretty boring, basically. And I also put just a Forever 21 phone case just because they're very affordable and they're really nice. And I also added just a little ring as well, and it's a little cactus. It's so cute. So this is what I have at the moment. I kind of want to get a new case, just maybe something a little bit more protective and something just a bit less, you know, in your face. Because again, I'm boring. So let's start here. I'm going to start recording my screen, and I will show you on the screen right here what I am looking at. So here we have my main screen when I open my iPhone, and I just have all the boring stuff at the front. So you'll see that my bottom bar, I have phone, text, Spotify, and Gmail. I don't really use the mail app on my phone just because, well, I don't know, I use Gmail as my personal email and whatnot. So I'd rather just have the app for some reason, and so that's why it's on the bottom. I also have Spotify that I have to get premium back. I don't really have premium at the moment. I used to, and when you go to premium and go back to the regular one, it kind of sucks. Then I also have just all the regular ones. So calendar, photos, clock, maps, weather, notes, reminders, app store. And yeah, those are mostly the apps that I use. I don't really use the health app. I use the wallet app only when I'm going on like a trip. I never print my boarding passes. I put them all in my wallet. So you'll see right here, this was one of my, I do a lot of Porter and Air Canada, and I have to do a bit of a clean in here. A couple of years back, I used to take a lot of trips. So that's in my wallet. Then you come on to the next one, and it is much better. So what we have here is, first off, let's start with podcasts. So I have Shortcuts, FaceTime, Podcast Calculator on the top one. There are things that I do use, but I don't have on my phone because I use it on my iPad. And if you guys want to see what's in my iPad, we can make another video. But for now, let's just do iPhone. So podcast is one that I use a lot. Here's my library of things that I mostly listen to. So I have My Favorite Murder, Armchair Expert, My Dad Wrote a Porno, which comes out like every year or so for like a couple of months. It's one of my favorites. I have Girl Boss Radio, How I Built This, TED Radio Hour, If I Were You, and I just save them as I go, and I just have them here in my Listen Now. But this is mostly what I listen to. Mostly just like entrepreneurial stuff, funny, and I like listening to interviews. If you have anything that you would like to suggest to me, I would love that. So here in my podcast app, I use these, but I also listen to podcasts on Spotify. I know it's kind of confusing. I could just listen to them all in one app, but I like to use both. So in my Spotify, I actually listen to 3 podcasts. So I listen to Thick and Thin by Katie Bellotti, On the Line with Estee, which I love. All her interviews are amazing. And sometimes the tripod, but you know, this is just like a conversation, so it's kind of just more like background noise. Sorry, Try Guys. I like your videos more than your podcasts. But yeah, so these are the 3 podcasts that I listen to on Spotify. I know it's kind of confusing, but whatever. Then on the second one, I have just a bunch of groupings. So I have extras here, which I just put things that I don't really use that much, but might use in the future. I have travel, which has Waze and Uber on it, whenever I want to get a ride or am in a ride. I used to have Lyft, but I just tend to use Uber a little bit more. I have my work stuff, so anything banking, anything insurance, and anything for work in general. And then I have my photo and video grouping, so you might be surprised there's not that much in it. I literally only use these 3, and one of them I barely even use. Live collage I like using for my stories. If I want to just put many pictures on one story, I usually tend to use that one. Or I even use my notes app and just put 2 pictures one after the other, and that's what I use on my story. Fun fact. I also use the Film app, which is an app that Zoella and a couple of other partners created. And yeah, so I just love this app just to create beautiful, let me just see here let's see here. As an example, if I want to just create a really pretty story with effects that you can't really have on Instagram, then I would just go here, and it just makes my stories look a lot better. So this is just me working out. Didn't even post it because meh. And yeah, you can put a bunch of different things on it. You can add music to it if you'd like. Oops, I don't have anything in my files. They have already pre-made music that I just like to add on it. Anyways, you understand. And then yeah, and then all you have to do is save it and then add it to your stories. So I really do enjoy this one. And then for my photo editing, I literally only just use VSCO. I know it's kind of it's kind of like annoying that I don't really use all that much. I just can't be bothered. Like, I just want to make it lighter, make it prettier, and that's it. I never edit my face. I never edit like my hair. I never use Photoshop on anything. Once I do get the Photoshop like series, I kind of want to get it for a class that I want to take in the winter. I might put Lightroom on my phone, but for now, I just use VSCO. So that's that. Then on the other line, I have Uber Eats, Chrome, FitPlan, and PC Optimum. So PC Optimum, if you're in Canada, you know what Shoppers Drug Mart is, and just like, what's the other one? Alrighty, sorry about that. My card was full, and so it stopped working. But the last frame that you saw was me babbling about PC Optimum, which I know that you don't care about. So we'll move on. PC Optimum is just points that you get when you buy at the grocery store. So I haven't set it up yet because I had a card and I lost it. I digress. Next thing that I have, let me just put this back on recording. Voila. Next thing that I have is actually FitPlan. So if you don't know what FitPlan is, it's an amazing workout app that you have to pay for. I think it's, what is it? $70 for the full year, which is pretty good when you think about if you had a personal trainer, it would be way, way more. So you'll see here, there are a bunch of different fit plans from people that you might or might not recognize. Now it's really fun because it really caters to what your needs are. If you're just doing home workouts, you can take a look at fit plans for home. Let's say if you go into Sammy Clark, it gives you all the information that you need. So the fit plan is for 8 weeks, 5 days a week, and it's 25 minutes. That's actually pretty good. And they tell you the level, the type of training that you do, and it gives you a nice little description. And then you can kind of see what are the different workouts that you're going to do, and then you get to start the fit plan, and then you just track your progress. So I have Michelle Lewin's Tone and Tighten, and let me see here. This is what I have. So I'm on day 25. Here is total body core, and then you get to start the workout and follow along with like the different reps, and then you can track your progress and whatnot. So yeah, you just get a lot of different options on this, and I really do like it as a workout app, and it gives you a bunch of different other things such as recipes, and it's not only for women, there's also for men as well. And then you also just have one-time classes that you can take as well on it, all single workouts. And then you can look through it as well in here. Bunch of different types of things. So that is what I use to work out at the gym. I also have like different classes that I take, and I also do yoga. So this isn't my only sole workout thing. So it's always good to keep it moving, keep it changing. If you want to have a video on that of what different workouts that I do and how to keep it on track, let me know. And then yeah, so we have Uber Eats and Chrome. Sometimes we get lazy, sometimes we just want to order in. Uber Eats is the perfect thing. Next thing is mostly my social media stuff. So here we have Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at The Runray. Lots of great inspiration. I try not to go on it too much, but sometimes it's really tough. I also have Snapchat that I used to use very often. Oh, there I am. Hi. And yeah, I don't really use it as often anymore, but sometimes when I want to talk to my sisters, it's a great way to do that. And then I also have Facebook Messenger. I don't have the Facebook app on my phone just because I don't really use Facebook all that much, and it was just taking up too much space. So I just took it off, and I only have Messenger, which is a really great tool to, again, contact my family and whatnot. And then I have the Air Canada app when I'm flying on Air Canada Rouge, I think, or something. So this is where you can watch like movies and videos and whatnot. So yeah, that's it. And then you can track, like, whenever you're going to a flight, you can track your flight status and whatnot. But yeah, it's mostly just to watch videos. And then I put YouTube back on my phone. I got rid of the YouTube app when I was living in Montreal just because I was on my phone way too much, and it was the best decision I've ever made. I'm obsessed with YouTube, and I was very lonely in Montreal, and it's literally all I did, and it was not really healthy for me to have it. So I got rid of it for a little while, and now I put it back, and I barely even use it. Like, I have really good habits now that if I want to watch a YouTube video, I will settle down, have it on my laptop or have it on my iPad. So here it's just to have it just because. I also have one game on here. I have like 2 other games on my iPad, but the one game that I have here is Trivia Crack. A couple of weeks back, Colton wanted to play against me in Trivia Crack, and I remember playing it in college, and it was really fun. So I put it back on my phone, and it's just nice to do. Like, sometimes it's just really fun. And then next to Trivia Crack, I have Google Home and Sonos. So these are more of like my home apps. So Google Home is to project anything onto my TV and to just have something on the screen whenever, like, you don't want to put Netflix or whatnot. So I usually use Google Home on my laptop if ever we're streaming something, or if ever we want to watch YouTube videos on the TV, then it's the perfect way to do that. And then we also have Sonos, which is really awesome. We put our Spotify on here. Oh, you see, I was listening to Selena Gomez. And yeah, so it's good for like your mood. If whenever we're cooking or whenever we're just like chilling around in the living room, we have a Sonos speaker in our living room and one in our dining room. So it's just the best thing ever. And so that's why we have it on our phone. And last but not least, the most recent app that I have gotten was BBJ Meditation. Now, if you don't know what BBJ Meditation is, it's a meditation app created by Will Williams. I listened to him on Estei's podcast, On the Line, and they talked a little bit more about meditation. Colton and I want to get a little bit more into it. He has meditated in the past while he was traveling, and it really had some good benefits to it, and he explained all the not just mental benefits but physical benefits that meditation could have, and I really just want to try it out. We've been trying to meditate a little bit every single day, but sometimes I just want to have like a little bit more of like a direction of where I should go. So BBJ meditation is a little bit different from something maybe like Headspace. So Headspace is mostly, well, not mostly, it's all guided meditation. So it's someone talking through it the whole time. However, I do kind of want to figure it out my own way. So this is like the perfect way to start something and then kind of guiding me through it at first. And then I'm on my way for, you know, doing it on my own in the future. So I have started the class Learn to Meditate. I've already done step 1 and I'm off to step 2 today. So it has, what is it, a 12-step process, and it just explains to you and it gives you like FAQs, and these ones are a little bit more guided, but some parts are just like to your own and you just have mantras, and it kind of just explains to you kind of the basics of it. And I really enjoy it so far. But yeah, anything else that you would like to learn about, anything around meditation, this is so far so good. I haven't used it all that much, but I'm really excited to try it out. And that is it. Not much else on my phone, I have to say. I hope you enjoyed, and again, if you would like to see what's the things that I use on my iPad, which is mostly for creativity and pastime hobby process, is more on my iPad. So if you want to learn more about that, let me know. This is just for my everyday essentials. And so yeah, I hope you guys are having a great week, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!